Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another live stream today here on the Twitch and YouTube channels of the Mmuziek. That's me. We are here on the live stream. Everything seems to be running smoother than last time since I increased the streaming quality a lot. Last time I got some reports of lag after the video, or better to say the stream ended. And I wanted to fix it, so currently it's fixable. Next thing to announce is that I have now both chats on my screen, so I can reply to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Although I must keep in mind that I'm trying to keep them separate from each other. So if there are some events in the future, it can possibly be better on Twitch than YouTube. So if you have the choice between both of them, I recommend Twitch. A little bit more stable, a little bit more features. However, you're also welcome to watch on YouTube if you wanted to. You might notice that the camera is missing on the right top of the screen. It's such a hot day that, yeah, well, it's not nice to see me now. I'm sweating like an ice cream that's melting. So today we are gonna take a look at Kubifactorium, a game that is very small but also very big and being developed actively by its developer. It's a funny game and it's a very nice game to play, and it has a lot of things to look at. So if I'm correct, we should all see my screen at the moment. I can see that my quality of my stream is perfect, so let's keep in that one. Let's play a... Let's take a look at the custom map for this one. Let me see. We have an empty map. Let me try this one. Multi-biome map. So we can get all the biomes we can have. Stranded goods. The disable any targets. I think it's fine like this one. It's a huge map. And let's just randomize the seed a little bit, so that we have a nice startup to do. And now that everything is done, I click on start. And if I'm correct, it starts generating the world pretty quickly. It's a very fast game at loading. And it works on different ways. Hello, Quick Dutch Gaming, and hello, Coffee Met Kebab. Okay. Two at the same time. I believe they are both the same person. I know that because I know the person. Well, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm in the game now. I'm gonna pause the game at the moment, because otherwise my villagers get angry. But as you can see here, everything is pixelated. It's made up of cubes. There comes the name from. It's Kubifactorium, so it's a cube-based factory that you're trying to make. You start with a ship, a small ship. And that ship has a range of claiming, so you can see the red pillars everywhere. That's my ground that I can build on and do things with as I want. The ship also includes some basic tools which I can click on to empty out. So if I now have clicked it, so 3 of my people are going in and getting the items out. As you can see here, they just get the items out. And then some people that want the tool will pick up the tool so they have it ready on them. If they hold up the tool, they are moving slowly. I also have 2 of these defense units, as I call them. Those are basic combat robots. And what they basically do is defend me as well as claim new land. So I can attack enemies in that case. So let me just start up by creating some room on the area that I do have. By simply letting them drill the dirt. They are now drilling dirt. Everything is animated, by the way. So if they start doing something, for example chopping wood, or doing something else, like collecting berries, clearing the ground of small thingy things that shouldn't be there, like stones or moss or anything that prevents me from building on it, everything is basically animated. So in this case you can see they remove 2 pieces of the ground, and you can see the dirt on the ground. And it should slowly disappear during the time that it's there. So in this case, it works very good. Oh, thank you for the message, Street Fighter. Good that we have no lag anymore. That's a good thing. My CPU is, by the way, just 4% with a game and the stream running at the same time. That's a good thing to know. Thank you for the message. Right now. Thank you for the follow. Coffee met kebab. It sounds really weird if I pronounce it like that. I'm so sorry. But thanks for the follow. So we're in here, and all the dirt is getting dug up by my people. It can take some time, but we can speed it up on the top right. So you can see that the animation is going a little bit faster, and you can see them digging. Normally they do not get anything out of dirt. Well, the game was saving. But you have some clay, for example. You can find also iron, gold and copper can be found in the ground as well as on the ground. So you can also find these types of hotspots over here, like the oil well. And yeah, well, basically those things. What I'm always doing is making a little bit of a terrain. These are storage yards that I can mark out. And these storage yards are for the things you want to store. For example, I just click this one with wood, and they bring up all the logs they have cut down towards the storage yard. And I can do the same thing for stone. If I can find it. Oh, I need to show all items. And then here it is, rock. Oh, it's called rock. Sorry about that. Good. But now I have almost no space. So that's where the bonfire comes in. However, I cannot place a bonfire because I do not have rocks yet. But since I made a storage yard now, I can empty out my boat a little bit further. So they can get everything out, throw them on the ground, and then find the way where they can store it. In this case, this accepts a rock, so they will bring the rock to its storage location. You can store more in a situation like this than on the ground, because on the ground 1 fits in 1 slot and in the storage 4. If you use an automated storage, they can even stack on top of each other. So that's a lot different. Now I want to expand my terrain, so I pick up the bonfire, as it's called, and then I come to place it down on both edges of my land. Now they are gonna move the items they need towards the bonfires. The ghost of a bonfire, basically. Thank you for the message. Coffee met kebab. Let's continue on. Now there is a secondary oil spill over here. As you can see here, the ground is bigger now, so a bigger area, and it's very windy here. Can somebody close the window a little bit more? Otherwise, I will blow away here. Anyways, there we go. Nice start. So the trees are around here. Street Fighter, seriously? Oh, that's Dutch, by the way, for the people that do not know what it says. He asks if he can order some kebab with the coffee met kebab guy. So it sounds really weird. Anyways, there are some chests like this one, and if you mine it, you get loot from those chests. And we have some bushes over here. They will provide us with strawberries, for example. These are rocks, by the way. They give me some of those rocks to the storage area. And now we are gonna continue on. By the way, that girl down here, she was not dead. She was sleeping on the ground. They cannot die in this game. However, if you do not feed them, they will... Excuse me for that one. They will lower down their work speed, which is troubling. So if I take a road and build up the road like this. Now the road is placeable for free, the normal dirt road. However, if I'm gonna make a stone road, that means that the speed will go up by 100%. It basically speeds everything up. Since I need a lot of things in order to build a shipping port, I need wooden parts. I need to start crafting them, or at least let my people craft them. So I place down a workshop. This workshop can craft these items over here. The stone block, wooden boards, stone bank, wooden part and wooden handle. And as you can see, it's already done building because they are there. But I need to store those items, so I'm gonna provide them with a little bit of space in order to store them. So in this case, I have this one that's gonna store the stone banks. This one the wooden boards. And I want to dig out this area over here. So I have more space. Nice conversation in the chat there, guys. You shouldn't stumble on my name. Well, I find the reactions funny from Street Fighter in this case to you. However, I'm out of the picture. I'm not gonna say if a name is good or bad. It's a funny name. It's catching, and that's the good thing, I believe. It's not, you get a catching eye, you know, like seeing who it is. It makes you basically. Good. Now I will select the wooden handle because that's also a product they can make. This is, by the way, all clay, so I need to make a storage area for clay. So let me do it temporarily here. I set this one to clay so they can clean it up, because otherwise it gets a little bit messy in order to see through what I'm doing. This game is nowhere near done, by the way, so that's the thing. So let us wait to get them cut down those rocks. I closed the window. The whole reason for that one is that it was so windy and some cars were driving by pretty fast. So it was a lot of sound with it. I can see that somebody loves coffee. Lovely. Anyways, they are now done with cutting down those rocks. So I'm gonna make 2 storage more, because this thing can make 5 items. So I'm gonna click on every one of them while having this factory selected. And then I'm gonna click on all these items, and then I'm gonna click on these ones. You can see over here, they most of the time get automatically an item. But I can also do it manually. So in this case, if I set for this, for example, this one to that one, and everything is already selected, it will automatically enable them for those storage units. So in this case, they have all been selected. So all the items producible in this one is stored in there. But I want this wood to go in there, and this stone pile also, because those two are needed to craft those things. So in this case, my people are gonna work and make those items so that we can make more. In order to make it better and get unlimited of something, we can always use these types of both areas. So this is an important piece that you are needing to get money and to spend money. So on the top of the screen there is a money pile, which I can see to import items from the shop or export to the shop. So in this case I can choose to import all these types of items, and the number with it is the cost per item. And the export over here is everything that I can export for a certain amount. For example, I can get 52 cash for 1 machine part. However, if I do a bread, I just get 2. And if I buy charcoal, it costs me 10. And if I buy clay, it's just 2. So that's basically the difference between the items over there. Since we need also some food and water and such, I'm extending my land first, because I want to see what's around me. And I most of the time pick up the edges of my claim and place a claim extending there. So in this case, they are gonna make those extensions so that we can see a little bit more of the area around us. I can also see that there are sheep walking around and a horse. In the later versions of this game, you can tame horses and let them work for you. So in this case, if I click on the book, you can see the possible jobs, logistics and power. That's in the future, you can make them work for you. That can be done by most of the animals. But for now there are sheep here, and those sheep can be used for that one I need a pasture, but I do not have the space for it right now. I'm first gonna cut down some trees, get some stone, those basic things, and take a look around on the different areas. Currently in this game there are 3 biomes, more are coming up. The first biome is grass, then you get the sand biome, and then you get the lava biome. I must not misclick my screen. And basically expanding is an important part of the game. If you might notice, I use a different type of bonfire now. This is the large bonfire, but also requires other items. So you have the big bonfire that uses crafted items. And you have the normal bonfire that uses raw materials. And you start with the raw one and you make them into big bonfires to claim more land with one bonfire. So that's basically how it works. So if you have ever questions or anything like that, you may ask them in the chat. I have no worries with that one. Don't worry, just ask. That's what I'm always saying to everyone around me. There are some flowers that I can also collect. These are used for tea. And this is the grey line, which means an enemy bonfire is near. The enemy has, same like me, bonfires that claim their ground. Enemies are basically NPCs like this slime. And those slimes can be pretty annoying. These defense robots can be held to defend me by simply attacking their slimes. However, my units can die as well. And if they die, I do not have anything to defend myself. Yet they do not attack me in this version yet. The developer said he's gonna change that sooner or later. So that's something that I need to worry about and not somebody else. So in this case I'm gonna make a line over here. Keep this one for my advanced workshops and such. And start working on water and yeah, basically the thing in that case. So in this case I'm gonna select this one and I want water to be sorted here. Let me just lower this one a little bit down. There we go. And then add 2 water pumps, which gather water for me. And those will be pointed into the storage yards to store the water in this case. I hope it's clear for you guys to know how it's working. And the territory is grown bigger. Now we get a little bit more details. For example, instead of a tree, we have a tree stump over here. We have cactus over here. Sand geodes. Okay, thank you. Go away. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the donation, Coffee Met Kebab. It was nice. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Great. I can use that for future games. If you have any suggestion for games that I should play, just give me a notice. So, oh, clicking out of my game again. There we go. Close that one down. The water supply is now down here. And they are starting to collect water from the water tanks. Thank you for the kisses, Coffee Met Kebab. I have no idea how that feels, but thank you. So that's basically the base game, how it works. You set them to work. You collect materials from the land until the land is completely sorted out. So in this case, I can cut down all these trees to get a lot of wood. But during the same time I must keep an eye out that my storage is not filling up too fast. I can also clear out my boat further now, since that, yeah, well, basically it's getting empty. And I will set a bonfire in the corner over here instead of this boat. This boat can then be removed and then I have a little bit more space for the stone storage. So now I'm gonna move the path further this way. And hopefully the tree is gone soon, so I can make a path over here. Thank you for the donation, Street Fighter. Thank you very much. Nice. Thank you. So we are getting stone and more things over here. So I can now make a path over here and try to little bit more space over here. And let me just cut... Oh, not this one, this one. Let me just change the storage to be a little bit smaller. And then add a little bit more storage separately from it. 3 of those. And those stones will be covered next. I will make some breweries, which we need to make drinks for our villagers. There we go, 2 of them. And there we go as well. Nice. So they are cutting down all those things. Oh, there's a ruined village over here with all kinds of slimes around it. Those 2 breweries are important, and soon we can place more breweries around it. However, those will make drinks. So that's important to have drinks for my people to, yeah, drink up. So in this case, I will set one to flowers. The other one, I want tea to be going into it. And the last one is wheat, but I'm not going to place that one down yet because I need a farm for it. So in this case, I will place down a pretty big farm over here. There we go. And I will set it to make wheat patches. And I need an output. Well, see. Thank you for the donation. Are you battling together for the donations, or is there something else going on here? I'm doing something weird here with my screen. My screen is glitching out. Doing too much at the same time. Thank you for the donation, at least. I really need to change the way things work here. I'm not seeing all too much. Let me see. Can I fix this one? There's my screen. There we go. And now can I read the message. Zo, dan wordt het een rond getal. Hou niet van zullen bedragen, dus hier is een rond getal. Thank you very much. I will translate it quickly. He wants to round up his donation by adding a little bit more to make it a €5 donation to round it up. And he said I earned it. So thank you very much, Coffee with Kebab. I will just say it like that one because that's the translation to English. And the battle is continuing. Street Fighter now added and is on a total of 5 as well. Thank you very much. Oh, this is a donation battle. Anyways, I'm zoomed out at the moment. Oh, there we go. Here we have the enemy camp, basically the end flag of the other end of the island. And with that one, you can see there are some villagers here that I can still get by basically finding them on the island. But thank you for your donation, Street Fighter. It rounds up to 5, as same as Coffee with Kebab does. So, good. Thank you both for those donations. There we go. Now this is a flower stockpile. This is for tea, and then I need another stockpile for wheat, and I'm gonna make this one. So I'm gonna point this one to there. These 2, however, will link up to these 3 as well, and I'm gonna clear out this storage a little bit better. There we go. And then this one will be for chocolate milk, or no, for beer. This one will be for tea. They can make tea as well. Oh, chocolate. There's a chocolate one. And where's tea? There's the tea. Oh, not that one, that one. Now they are set. Now I can say make tea, beer, and well, the chocolate milk will come later on. So I can tell them to make things by turning it on. So now they are enabled. So now they can make tea when they want to make tea. However, many of them are homeless at the moment. So I think that's the way we need to work out. So currently we are cornered with enemies. Over here are enemies. And over there are enemies. They are blocking my way. So in this case we can better start working on getting more wood and getting the things going on with the thank you very much. What is He says that I'm a meatball, and now I have 10 euros. And he says, nom nom, buy a nice sandwich with kebab. Thank you very much for the donation, coffee with kebab. And I'm gonna set them to make trees in this spot over here. Now they are gonna plant some trees so we get unlimited wood. So, there we go. And as you can see here, there is wood being produced. And in order to quicken that one, I can make a secondary. And do basically the same with it. Just connect it to all and connect all to it again. However, since I said that we need wheat for that one as well, this one is gonna be for the wheat. And this farm will also point to there. So this farm has now 2 roads that it can go to. It can go to here and here as well, and they are equalized. So sometimes they move it to there, sometimes they move it to down below. And if that on the top one is full, they will move it to below. I can change the priority by changing these squares. And then they will start working on those things. So in this case, I forgot to set it also the backwards, because they also use the materials they made for different things. For example, if they want to make a wooden part, they need a wooden board and stone blocks that they also make in this workshop. So I set it 2-way. I'm also gonna set up this one so that it makes everything. And since the storages are already set up, they already have the right storage announced and connected to it. I can see that there's a lot of clay in the ground. There we go. Let's dig up that one as well. Now, in order to get more defense, we need to have a robotics workshop. This is a small workshop where they can make robots to help me. Since I only needed a start, I will put it over here. And wait until they have made it. You can see that it misses the wooden part. Thank you for the donation. I will sure to look at ice cream when I'm near a shop to buy it for my girlfriend. Thank you very much for the donation. Coffee met kebab. Coffee with kebab, coffee met kebab. There's so much names in the world currently. So thank you very much. I'm cleaning up the area around it. Oh, one of my workers are still here. And as you can see here, I can click the ground to see how many enemies there are. I currently want him to return and go to here. This is a slime area. Slimes are pretty much more easy to kill than zombies and so those units over there, mummies and zombies. If you are walking into the land of an enemy, you can see that, well, basically they run out to my units. So that's a little bit annoying, but still, they do their job and it's working flawlessly. So, hopefully there is no lag, I believe, in the stream. I hope so, at least. So, let's take a look. We need to expand further. However, we cannot expand further until we have cleared out the enemy. But I can already set some bonfires at the edges, so that when the terrain comes free, we can directly build on it. Let me just make a road over here that moves this way and then cuts this area into 2 parts. I believe it's the best thing to do. There we go. Now you can see there are scraps on the ground. I can remove them, so they are gonna scoop them up so that they are gone. And then when they are gone, I can buy a road that goes on the same spot. Since this area is now pretty much clear, I can start working on a little bit of a home for my people to live in. So let me just buy 4 homes for them. Every home can hold 4 people, if I'm correct. Yes, 4 people. And they can be upgraded to a nice house. But the nice house only houses 2 people. So that's the difference between both. Yeah. So that's that. There's an ostrich here. Called Lizzie. And there is a scarab over here. Those can both be used for different things. For example, the ostrich can be used for energy production and the white scarab for attacking. Whoa! Oh! You want me to buy a whole load of ice cream? Well, sure, I will keep it in mind. Thank you for the donation once again. Thank you. That's a lot. You cannot make me more happy than that. Thank you. So I set them out to dig more. Just the whole area that I've claimed. So that I can build more. The 4 houses are done. And you can see here there are smileys. And then there are 9 that are unhappy because they are hungry. I totally understand that they are hungry. So I'm gonna make a few fields over here. With each different plants. Tomatoes. Strawberries and official the flower patch. But I think I'm gonna move the wheat to the area over the top left and make it a little bit wider. And then the wheat can be pointed to the other 2 locations because wheat is more used. Now I can click on destroy, but you can see that the farm area is still standing. The only thing I need to do is cut it down and away. Then I can make a small farm over here when that scrap is removed. There's a lot of scrap here. Clear the weeds! No! There we go. Now I can make a farm over here and I set it to flower. Flowers grow way faster than anything else. I found that one out for sure. And it can be quite annoying if you are not knowing what you're doing. So hopefully that will solve some issues. They are currently making those fields, so I'm gonna start making a little bit of storage area that they can at least be stored into these small slots so they can do something with it. Since these 2 are food, they can also eat it raw, but it will not fill up their food bar that quickly. That changes a little bit of how it works. Okay, my robotics workshop is done. I will click it on basic robot and put it on input, so that now it uses 2 wooden parts to make 1 combat robot. And those robots can be used to claim more ground because they can kill those enemies out of their ground. And as you can see here, this one is done making, so I can point it to the log storage. And as soon as the trees are fully grown, a marker will go on top of them, and then all my people will start running at it and cut down those trees and replant them. Oh, somebody's brewing. It's beer. He started making beer. There we go. And then this one needs to be inputted as well. There we go. Good. Now I can see that my storage for stone is a little bit full and this one is empty, but I placed a bonfire down here so I can remove it now. Now this area is all clear and I can increase the size of my stone storage a little bit more in order to store the rest of the stone. You go through stone so quickly. That's so fast. Because if I wanted to make the ground usable on this beach, it uses 1 stone for each ground. So you can see that almost all my stone is going through it pretty quickly. More than I get used to normally. So I increase the storage yard most of the time in order to support it. So they are still cutting down the dirt and they possibly will soon start making those robots as well. There's a dude working on those raw items and the boat is now finally active. So you can see a boat coming in and out. So to give an example on how it works, I can for example check how much I get for different materials. I can see that I get 2 for each plank, but 4 for the stone banks. So if I click on stone bank and click on the port, you can see an arrow going into it. Then my people know, okay, we need to collect it and bring it to the dock, and then it will lay down on the dock. And so I'm gonna click it off again. It stays here, but the boat's going to collect it. And every item that gets sold at the moment, you can see my cash going up on the right top. Yeah. So now I have 141. And you can also get some money by doing the recommendations. So that's something that I never looked at basically. But however, I can now officially buy stuff from the store as well. What does it want? Water and flowers. Well, everything is in here, right? Oh, wait. I did not connect it yet. Well, now it's connected. There we go. So, they are cutting the dirt. Oh, we found iron. See? That's the iron ore. And they are working around the clock to get everything cut down and worked on. The first food is going in, so they get fed again. And now they are neutral, as they call it. So they are pretty happy, but also not happy at all because they do not have anything on the entire list. And you can make them happier and happier, and the more happy they are, then the more they give you back. So in this case I can, for example, choose to remove all these things, and then my people start looking at it as soon as they have somebody free to do it. Yeah, I can see that I have earned some cash. Thank you. And I have no idea if I have implemented any commands into the... Aww. He said for every meatball he has never got before. He's a little sad now. Well, I feel with you. Aw, man. Well, I cannot make meatballs in this game, so I cannot help you with that one. However, I'm pretty sure you can get a meatball whenever you want to make one. Aww. I'm feeling so sad now. I can increase the flower farm. Well, what I'm gonna do right now is increase this ground so that it's covered, and then make a new storage over here, which will store up the ignites we find, including those, no, not those ores, no, these things, just these things. There we go. Thank you for the donation. Well, hello, Aaron Hard and Ranjit Abdi. Welcome both to the stream. Hello. There we go. So now they are allowed to include those items into the pocket. So when they have people free, they start hauling them to it. You can see here that they have already hauled one of those bars to it. And there's the secondary bar. So they are moving as fast as they can. But with 9 people with a big village, it's very hard to follow up on what they are doing. So yeah. Well, I'm from Holland, so your name is somewhat a neighbor from me, Renji. If I may call you Renji, you're a neighbor, basically. I'm living in Holland, so it's not pretty far away, but it's pretty near, I must say. Well, hello, neighbor, too. Oh, my people are running and walking in the rain because they need to work very hard for me. Anyways, that's a cool thing, that they are just walking continuously, even in the rain. They are working hard, and they are now collecting the rewards that we got out of those chests. Yes, I also program for Minecraft. Yes, same thing. Not currently. This is another game, but I do also programming. Yes. There we go, there's a lot of trees. Yes, I also have my own server. The information of that one you can find in the bottom cards. If I'm correct, it should be there. Yep. I have my own Minecraft server, indeed. It's currently based on a story. So it's basically a world. It's open for everyone. Everybody can join in, but it's a special type of game mode. So it's a gigantic desert with oases in between, in cave systems everywhere with rivers running through them, and the game mode is basically try to survive in a harsh environment. So that's a cool, it's a very cool server to play on, and you're welcome to. I possibly go stream Minecraft sooner or later as well. Oh, sorry. I didn't know that a turtle is sissing like a snake. Let me see. Just cut down all those weeds. I do not want those weeds. There we go. How is it going with my robots? No robots yet? No? Well, I increased the priority then. I want some defensive robots. There we go. Somebody's working. So, if you want information about my server, you can always check out that website, bitcubes.eu. That's the Minecraft server that's behind it. Let me just make this a mud road. Going from here all the way to here. There we go. And yeah, that's all territory of the enemy, right? Yes. Well, I have 2 robots already. He's creating the robots pretty fast. And if I'm correct, and I calculate correctly, thank you, Street Fighter, for sending that link to the Renji. I had my hands full, and otherwise the game freezes again. I seriously need to make some commands for it. But since I'm pretty new at streaming, I normally make only videos. It's a learning process for me as well to get streaming. Yeah. So it's pretty fun streaming. It's more live. I can talk with people while they are watching the stream. All the videos that I make will end up in the history of Twitch and also as a video on my YouTube channel. So most of the time I'm gonna do live streams instead of video recording. It's more fun to have contact with people that watching than that I'm doing things, making it in front and doing those things at the same time. I'm gonna lower the priority again on the robots. I have now 5 robots. Let's invade the territory on the right of us. Let's just invade them. 5 robots, go in, attack! There we go, they are down, they are down, they are going down quicker than they can say hi. There we go. Now, pass through, let's just remove all the slimes on those islands. Let's see if we can do something like that. There we go. And let me just make a bonfire over here and a bonfire over here. That will claim more ground. Did I just find more villagers? Yes, I found 2 more villagers. Yay! They are happy because they have a house. And I can see an enemy over here, so I'm gonna run towards it. And I can see a lot of enemies around here. Well, they are slimes, so they should not be hard to kill. Oh, I'm 27, if you want to know. Nice to meet you. Well, my robots are gone now, but I can at least expand my territory a lot further than I did before. And a lot of trees are here, so I can have a lot of things that I can cut down. Old buildings that I can destroy. Farming stuff to go through. Some chests. Very good. Let me just see if there was anything else. No. So, I need to make a road over here, going to there. And I want to have a... let me see. Oh, what am I gonna do here? There. A little bit of thinking over here. I can make a kiln over here, 2 of those. And then make a storage over here, 2 times. 1 for charcoal, 1 for bricks. And then I can move a storage on the side here as well for clay. And then I can point this clay to that one. This one can be put into these. And these can be put back into these, as well as this to here. And that way, now they both can make bricks and charcoal using this system. The only thing that remains is the planks from this area over here. However, I'm not gonna connect it in a live way. Otherwise, it will suck up all the boards that I have. So I'm making a separate storage over here for the wooden boards. In order to prevent it from draining too fast. So I have set them as over thing. So this one is a higher priority than this one now. So they will first fill up the main one. And then they will go on to the one with the lower priority. So they can make charcoal from it. And then this one has charcoal and this one has bricks. So they can both do their things now. And you might notice, why is there are no iron and such yet? Well, we need melters in order to do those things. So I'm gonna place 3 melters over here. And I want a metal workshop somewhere near as well. There's so little space. Well, this is gonna be removed sooner or later. Let me just clear this one. Let's just keep it on 2 and then make a metal metal workshop. Where is it? Metal workshop. Over here on the corner. Then I can make some things over here that it connects to. This is gonna do 6, I believe. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, in that case, remove those 2, make an extra storage over here, connect it to there, and then I can click them all enabled, and then I can provide them here a little bit more easy. So these things, there we go, slowly but surely enabling the making of items. There we go. And I think I'm gonna place some storage over here. And there. And then over here we can take a look at what they make. I need 3 of them, not 4. So I can improve the size of this one. And the size... This one will be for gold. This one will be for iron. And this one will be for copper, because copper is a more common resource in this game. And then I can put the charcoal in it, because I need to make it using charcoal. And now they are, if I'm correct, connected completely. The only thing left is a storage for the ores. And that's where this area over here comes in. Because if I do this 2 times, I can at least provide iron and copper its place. So in this kind of type iron ore, and this one will contain copper ore if I can choose it. There we go, copper ore. So they will now get moved to the storage and it will become available over here. The last thing that I do need is a storage for gold ore. So I can make it a little bit smaller and then provide a little bit of storage over here for the gold, because gold is not a common resource. There we go. Now it's the gold ore storage as well, so now they are complete. So this one is waiting for bricks in order to be constructed. These 2 are there. However, we have just 2 charcoal, so only 2 things can work. Now this wheat is going both ways. This area is completely cleared out, so I can start expanding again. However, this is a monstrous area with 2 monsters left. And this area is all claimed now. So, I can take a look on what we need. We need wood and we need stone. Now, both are here. Let's just show them how we clean everything up, shall we? They are removing those things and we get stone from them. By the way, these are not stone, those are rubbles. And rubbles are, yeah, how do you call it? A little bit annoying to remove. The only way to remove them is by using an automated garbage dump. Or whatever you want to call it. It's quite annoying. Sooner or later we need to automate things, do things automated. And yeah, well, that's just the one thing that's pretty annoying to do. However, more and more people are gonna help me making those things. And we still need a tool workshop to get tools. So I can make a tool shop here by lowering the size of my stone thing. And then making 3 slots over here. In this case, I want to change them to iron tools. But I cannot make iron tools yet. So the most important thing currently is allowing those tools to be stored. And this one needs, I believe, stone banks and wooden handles. So in this case, stone banks. And these are wooden handles. They go in here. As soon as this building is done, it will start producing stone tools. And tools are needed for different jobs in order to make them work. So that's how that one works. So I really like the way that this game is working. Smooth, no problems. I had some issues with cranes, but that's way later in the game. And hopefully it's already fixed by now. I really love doing this game. It's time consuming, but it's a lot of fun. I really need a drink. Anyways, I don't have the time for a drink. I'm looking at my people. They need to do their jobs. So currently I can set priorities. In this case I want to set my priority higher for my robots so that we can expand further. So I have increased the priority so they start working on the robots as soon as they are there. Since I increased the priority, it's more important to do that job. So that's what's currently happening. He is seriously digging the materials out. It's nice. It's very nice to do so. There we go. Very well. 2 robots already. And more robots that can be made. Oh, 3 robots by the way. More robots means more terrain that we can capture. I will send my 3 robots to here because I can see that a villager is in desperate need of help. And that's scary for that person, so... My robots are to the rescue. They are gonna rescue that guy from the slimes that are attacking him. There we go. My robots are in the territory now, and they are starting hunting. There we go. And that slime dropped a donut. Since when is a slime a donut? Okay, it's new. They are dropping donuts now. It's weird. I have homeless people. I need more houses. Let me take a look. Can we make a house somewhere? Well, I can at least make a pathway that way and then make some houses next to it. 2 houses. And they're still cutting down everything that's here. And hopefully that will be enough for them to do their job. House with my robots. I have 3 robots over here. I'm gonna move them this way. I want them to clear out this area so I can start moving into the sandy area instead of all the green lands. Oh, I'm clicking outside of my window again. The game has a pretty nice mechanic. If you click outside of the game, it automatically pauses it. So, yeah. It's pretty much annoying. Oh, there they come. They are coming. Kill him! Oh, I lost already 1 robot. And there are seriously no 3 units. Oh no, I lost them. Well, sooner or later we'll lose the units. There we go. They are cutting down pretty fast, I must say. Oh, he's looting the chest. There's rubble in the chest. Sad chest then. Treasure chest with rubble. This is a terrible chest. It's not a good chest. No. Very, very, very nice. So, yeah. Looking at people collecting wheat. Collecting logs. It's very peacefully. What is this guy doing? What are those? Are those hearts? That's a pig. I've never seen a pig. Wait, did they up the... What can he do? Look, I need to make a barn. I wanted to try this one out. I've never had this chance before. That pig has hearts on his head. Let me see. I need a path. There we go. Path goes there. This one needs inhabitants. So in order to do that, I need to... Yeah, I want to recruit you, but... I need to wait until they have built up this building. never seen this one before. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. It's a new feature. I've never tried it. Recruit it. Hello. And now that the pig goes hauling items. The pig is moving a stone. Is this a serious thing? The pig is moving a stone. Oh, he's moving stone. A pig that moves stone. It's a first. So, there are wild animals now. So, he added wild animals in the last update that I missed, probably. Well, since I have nothing over here, let me make a pasture. Some storage for wool, some storage for the cotton, if I can place it correctly. There we go. Textile workplace, there we go. Wool can be made into textile, and textile can be sold or used in buildings. So that's basically how that one is working. Anyways, so currently I have not set anything in here, but I'm gonna set it to sheep. So in this case, the output stockpile needs wool, sorry. So the wool is now accepted. In this case, this sheep over here goes into it. You can see here that I now have 2 sheeps already pointed out towards the pasture. And my piggy is wandering around a bit, and he has made a home for itself, so that's a good thing to note. And look, more sheep are coming in, 5 sheep already. So as soon as my people have sheep on the land, they will start, yeah, basically collecting the sheep. So that's a thing. Let me cut down a little bit more trees, so we can never have enough wood. They are still working on everything at the same time, so I hopefully will get more items soon. This is still on a higher priority, but they're still working on different other things than the things that I wanted to do. And in order to get that one working better, you can always alter the permissions of many units. In this case, we see some people that are not doing anything. However, they do have the skill for things, so I can always choose if I want them to do more things. So let them do more things, and then sooner or later they will get the items in order to do those things in total, and that way that they can do their things like they want to do their things. So currently they have a lot of wood here, but they cannot bring it here because the storage is almost full. See? Oh, the pig is moving. The pig is moving a log. The pig is moving a log. I love the new mechanics. I really do. So this guy is crafting all kinds of things here, and the rest is all working on collecting everything at the same time. This one is already set up, so as soon as it has the items, there is a chance that my people are gonna work out and make those items so that they can also work here. Since these buildings both require a hammer to work out, see, he's working with a hammer. They need to have a hammer in their inventory in order to make and use those things. Stone hammers, for example. Stone pickaxes can use to mine rocks, trees and mountains, and the shovel for farm work. So currently most of my people aren't doing anything because they do not have the tools for it. However, as soon as this one has tools, so I'm gonna increase priority at this moment. So as soon as this guy is done, or another guy has the tools for it, for example this one. This one tries it with his hands, by the way. Oh, he's skilled for it. He has a skill for it, so... yeah, and possibly that's the whole thing here. I can, however, take a look at this one and unselect the ones that are currently terrible at moving items. And let me take a look. This one has a lot of jobs. This one has a lot of jobs. I can remove them from those jobs in order to let them do other things. There are less people than moving items around and more people doing their jobs and getting those things. Since these items are useless for me at this moment, I can better sell them in order to make place for more. So my units that are allowed to move items, like my pig, is gonna... Look at that. Oh, it's so sweet. A piggy with an iron ingot or whatever, steel ingot on its back. A pig with an ingot. Well, they are moving items, and these items are worth a lot. See? The money is going up pretty fast for these items. These are late game items, and you can find them in treasure chests in this time of the day. However, sooner or later, these items are no longer findable in chests, and you need to produce them yourself. You can produce them in many different ways. However, the most common way is simply buying the base ore and then expanding on that one. So, grinding it up, then collecting it, expanding it, etc, etc. I'm trying to expand my terrain more by placing some new posts around the area. And I also need to take a look on what is around here. Since we have some ore diodes currently, I can set them to mine some diodes in order to get some stone and some ores. But I keep an eye out that my ore stockpile is not getting filled that quickly. This is a temporary layout, by the way. It's made in such a way that the factories can do their jobs until I can automate things. And when I start automating things, then they are not longer needing to do those things. Then my people just live, do their thing. Practically everything is automatable, with the exception of a few things. For example, you cannot automate the wool gathering and the working for textile. That cannot be automated. You can automate practically everything else, I believe. You can melt ingots, you can craft items, a lot of things, automatically. Well, the pig here, where's my pig? Piggy! Ah, the pig is swimming in the water, collecting ore. See? He's happy, isn't he? No. A pig needs chocolate milk. Pigs are weird. Well, they do what they do. And I will get more stone tools sooner or later, so... Let me take a look. This one will produce that one as soon as it's done, and this one accepts it. There are too many jobs for too little people, so I stopped giving them jobs for a moment, so that it has a chance to recover. Too much jobs means slower progress, means basically nothing. Oh, they made an iron ingot. Very nice. Anyways, I have a lot of wood. We have enough wood, we have just less stone. So, looking around gathering stone is the best thing that we can currently do. What is this? Okay. Basically spawners. So, you have spider nests later on. And they now have added slime pools. And normally that's the home basically the slimes live in. I've never seen anything come out of those, but it's really possible that sooner or later they implement a system, if they haven't already, to make them spawn out of those things. I mean, the spiders are walking here, like this one. And that's a spider home. See, a spider nest. And so the enemy can come out of it maybe sooner or later. Anything like that one. Well, currently my people are all neutral, and I think that's a very good step in the process. As long as my people are happy, I'm happy. Well, I have enough sheep, 6 sheep in that pen, and there is a full wool storage. There's a lot of stone over here. Anyways, my people are walking through water, but water slows them down. So I can make a bridge, but I do not have stone for the bridge. So, and they are keep on working, making the things they want to make. In this case, wooden boards. And those wooden boards get moved. What is he doing? Oh, he's crafting those new bonfires that I placed down. I was already wondering what he's doing. If you zoom out, Max, then it will go up to the map overview. Quite annoying sometimes, but it can also be very handy. So yeah, it's basically how you look at things. The stone is coming in again, and the stone is also the things that we also need. And a lot of wood, but he is using the stone first, so... Producing stone blocks. And then he is collecting wood again. And there's being worked on wood. So the amount of people is basically how fast they can work out. So they are currently collecting as much as they can into the right stockpiles. As soon as they run out of storage, they move to the next item they can do. In that case, they are working on the right track, you know. That's a very good thing. There we go. They are doing their thing. Flowers are being planted and harvested and bring to the... yeah, that thing. This one is for planks as well. But I think my workers have other things to... Oh, there are 2 shovels ready to be used. So they did make some shovels for the ones that are needing it. And you can see that they are now also making drinks. In this case they are both producing tea. Using leaves and water. And when they do that, they get 2 of them and then we'll place them in the storage pile that I selected for them. And then as soon as somebody needs a drink, they move towards the barrel and then drink up the barrel. I have no idea how they can drink that much, but they are drinking that much. But as soon as the workload starts lowering, because everything is moved in, then they start working on more machines at the same time. Since there are now more tools available, they start doing it. Since, see, this one is now inputting a stone pickaxe. It's making a stone pickaxe. Well, as soon as the pickaxe is done, it will take a look at who needs a pickaxe and then send that person towards the stockpile to get up the pickaxe. Stone tools are bound to break after a while, so... Oh, there is the guy that needs a pickaxe. There he goes. He is continuing his work at the stone workshop. Making a new stone bank. And then you have the wood. He's making a wooden bar, the wooden plank, or something, however you want to call it. The expansion should be now done. Yep, it is done. But we are cornered again by enemies. Nice. We are again cornered by enemies. There are some loot things, so that's nice. Yep, we expand the territory again. I know that this white stuff allows us to make chocolate. So that's a good thing. If we can get the chocolate, then we can get a lot more. Why aren't there more dudes doing the job here? There are multiple users that can do it, right? Yes. Multiple ones. See? Everyone is in here. However, if I select this one, the pig will also show up. There he is! Ham Solo the pig! And this is the combat one. We have a minor one and a hauler. We can also make robots that do jobs. For example, the hauler robot will haul items from one to another, like the pig does. And we have a minor one that can mine stones, like this one. Pile of rocks and those geodes. But my people are very busy at the moment. They're running around like animals. Are there animals? No, they aren't animals, right? It's pretty fun to do things like this. There we go. They are moving stone into the workshop again. Then the workshop worker can make more stone cubes. And then the stone cubes will be remade into new items. And that's very, 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 very the process of getting the items from one to the other. And you can see that one worker will exchange with the other worker as soon as they work. See? One worker is done, the other worker already gets the item and starts continuing the work. And if there are stones, they are starting working on the stone first and then the wood after it. Pretty weird, but they work that way, it seems. There are 4 people that are not doing anything at the moment. Who's idle? I have no idea who's idle. You can also care for animals. I need more people that work on the crafting part. So I set more on crafting. They're also crafting a lot of the rings. So that's the reason why. Look, he's getting wood again to make a wooden thing. And then he's directly cutting the wood again into a handle. And then that handle can be used to make a tool, in this case a pickaxe, in the workshop. And this one is directly going to work on that one again. So yeah, it works. It's a bit weird that nobody uses this one. Oh, he's now using that one. And the other one, oh, there we go, 2 at the same time. They are getting some space to do those things. Nice. And the wood got directly delivered again. Same for the stone parts. Oh, this pig is moving clay from one to the other place. They made a stone thingy thing. Oh, they are making the metal work thingy thing. There we go. Copper. Gold. Well, make this one copper, this one maybe gold. There we go. And then the copper ore will go there again. I can sometimes misclick. It's my problem. Not everything is inputted. Let me take a look. Oh, I can see it. Some of the base materials from here needs to be inputted. And wheat as well, I believe. And then it needs its own things back sometimes. Oops, sorry. There we go. Now that one is done. And there is a pickaxe laying down here. So that means that somebody either do not need a pickaxe at the moment. So when that one is full, they started making hammers again. And those hammers are pretty useful, since there are a little bit of people working on those parts. I can start digging more, but I think the major thing that we need to do at this moment is craft more items. Ah, there's the next pickaxe. Look, this will make a part. 2 parts are now there, and then it starts making a robot. And since multiple people can now work on the same things, and things are full, that means they are gonna work on the wooden parts more. They work until it's full, so. See? They are moving wood in it, stone in it, and doing their jobs in between. So this one is now full. And this one is now moving the wood into here and making a plank out of it. And then when it makes a plank, it goes around the clock basically. Oh, this one is now making a wooden part again. Wooden part requires a brick, some planks and wheat. And then it makes a wooden part. Which can be used, 2 of them for a robot or multiple of them for other things at the same time. Both of my smelters now are done. They have food, they have drinks, they have farming. See, there is a lot more being created in the process. The only thing I do note is that we really need to move faster. Oh, he's making a hammer. Hopefully that will help us making more things at the same time. Let's see if somebody needs the hammer. Oh, yep, somebody needs the hammer. Nice. So, I hope you guys like this game. If anybody has feedback on it, just write down in the chat so I can respond. It's a very nice game. I hope you guys like it as well as I do. It's very funny to play, very fun to do, and it's clearly a game with a lot of potential. I think that's the right thing to pronounce it. Since the game is still on the heavy development and things are prone to change or being added or balanced out, I think it's a well-made game for the time being. Yes, it has its hiccups, but what game doesn't if it's an alpha? There's some... Whoa! First one made a refined wooden part. I can just store 4 of them, but he made a refined wooden part. Yay! I can cross water. Not this type of water, I believe. No, not this one. No. I can, however, cross the less depth water with those flooring. In this case, this one. If I place this one down, then it creates land on those spots so I can fill up terrain. So my workers are now doing 2 things at the same time. That's a very good thing. However, I wonder how long it's gonna take for them to make enough items. Well, they are working around the clock now, so it's going faster than it did before, and that's a good, very good thing. There we go. There are slimes over there. There are more slimes over there, and more slimes over there. Hey, there's a cold area over here. I want to make food over here, like a bakery and such, but in order to do that I need to cut down this land. And in order to do that I need more units. So hopefully they are moving fast enough so I get more units. Well, they are making planks now, so, and that one is making a part. This one is making a part as well. So 2 parts is a new robot. See? They directly go make a robot directly. That's great. Now they are moving more. Oh, they are making planks again. And another robot is alive. There we go. Those combat robots do not need anything. However, the mining and the transport robots need oil to function. Those are the oil spills on the ground, where I can dig up oil using an oil pump. And that one makes endless oil. And if I create it without connecting it correctly to other things, it keeps on creating and it never stops. So, yeah. So, it goes pretty well. It's a quiet neighborhood. Sheep are there. They are making button. I can start looking at making a little bit of beach chairs or something around here. There we go, 2 beach chairs. Hopefully they can make it and they have a seat, so they are happier. Same for the bench. Let me just create a bench somewhere. There we go. If I create those things, they are gonna take a seat on it sometimes to gather some more energy, as well as they are more happy because they have some socializing they can do. The socializing aspect is if there are multiple of those peoples next to each other, so they have a conversation together, and that's very nice. They also really like these seats. As you can see, they are coming in and going at the same time. See, they are directly seating, and when there are other people near, they start talking again. So basically they socialize, and that's very good. And when they socialize, they are happier than ever. They are getting happier. And when they are happier, I'm happier. Good, 4 robots. The last one is under construction. I'm gonna lower this one with priority so that they are gonna do their things with collecting items. I'm gonna disable the basic robot construction as well for the moment being. And I'm gonna invade the territory again. So let's get on to the attack. Let's attack them once again. Let's see if I can get past it. Whoa! 2 spiders remain. 3, 4. There we go. That's 1. However, there are 3 units left in this area. 2, 1, 0. Oh. Oh, there are 2 areas beside each other. Nice to know. There are 3 left. And I have 2 soldiers. Can they do it or can't? Nope. Nope, they can't. This is the lava land, by the way, the hard area, but they also contain vines. Like stone vines, there's an iron vine over here, possibly a copper vine back there. And those vines are used for different parts. This one still has 2 units left. However, this whole area is now free for me to dig out. So let's just do that. Just dig it out. People, start digging. And since more people have a pickaxe now, they all can dig as they wish. And while they are digging, my people are also constructing different items. So we are going to move quickly, more quickly than before. However, we are running out of stone at the same time. So I'm also ordering them to dig up some stone. Currently, a lot of soil contains clay. So they will collect clay. However, I do not see a problem here, since we have some storage for clay, and otherwise they will leave it down there. It's not really a problem. They're also collecting food. I'm thinking about deleting half of these and then making a food pile over here, and the same for this one. Just delete that one and then cut it down. And then I can make storage, new types of storage there. 3 on a row. And the water is currently here, but I can make a separate one over here. The bakery requires wheat, which I have here. Tomatoes, strawberries, and water. And sorghum they can also use. Sorghum is like tea. It's a mineral that they can use to make more bread without the use of wheat and water. They can use sorghum as well. I'm gonna make a little bit of a stockpile for milk. And one for chocolates. And then I can connect both to the thing, so that this one is now fully connected, and they can now move chocolate to the right direction if they have it. So for the clay problem, I can make a small storage over here also for clay, So they can at least put those things aside that we do not need. And they are gonna find a lot of copper as well. See, this is the copper vines, and they have 5 copper in one. Iron has 2, gold has 1, if I believe, or also 2. Clay has 2 in one slot as well. That's oil over there. So there are a lot of things you can find out in this game. There's a lot of things to get to the end. Well, it's peaceful. So let's take a look at building a bakery. Let's make some bakeries. Just 3 bakeries, and then I want them to store things over here. If I'm correct, I only need 3 because they can make donuts and they can make bread and lunch boxes. And lunch boxes are basically a combination of all types of raw resources. While, for example, strawberry is the same recipe as bread, but then with strawberries. And I'm gonna put a sorghum storage over here, if I can. Yes, sorghum. I'll put the sorghum in here. Then I already want this to be removed, right? Yeah, and then cut down this one. And then I'm gonna add a storage over here, storage over here. This one goes into there. And then I can remove these 2. Which clears the way for me to increase the clay storage. Good. And what's here, what doesn't belong here, will be moved to the right storage piles over here. So it works out, no worries. There we go, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And the last thing I need is water. Now I can make some water things over here, and then for example do this one, and then the water is enabled. This one will be moved here, and I can put 2 of those things over here to let them get water, and then I can move a path next to it in order to get them moving more quickly. I can see that the copper, however, is full. That's not very handy. Let me just make an extra storage on the side. For copper and iron, that is fine. So, no, just copper for the moment being, because iron is not full yet. It will be sooner or later. I cannot store a lot of more. I can just store 7 more, and then it's out again. So let me take a look. So I need to lock this one on bread, this one on those things, and this one on donuts. And then I can make another path. No, not a conveyor belt, a path going past it. And now we have a small area where I can store food and such. So in order to make it more beautiful, I'm extending everything on a single line. And if I'm correct, I can also make a path here to make it look more beautiful as well. Separate it. And then another path over here. There we go. It works out. At least I think it works out. They are seriously digging the dirt. They're just hammering it until it's done. This is water, right? No, this is sorghum. This is water. There we go. Sorghum. Yeah. Goes in. Good. My people are running around like maniacs, but they are doing their job. And if I click basic construction robot, higher priority, somebody's going to make some robots as soon as somebody is free to do so. They're still digging down this whole area, and I really like having more space to work with, especially when you're sooner enough gonna implement some automation. I really want to automate some farms, and I think the best place to place all those farms is on the row here, because they are close to these areas. And then sooner or later I can replace these one with automated balloon Zeppelin depots. Zeppelins are basically flying transport ships, and they are looking fabulous. We can have 3 of them and they can all move 1 item a go, but you can have many factories that make many of those, and then many of them moving from station to station. So that's the goal with this area, making it more clear. We are going through it pretty fast, I must say, for the amount of people that are in my village. We have 15 people and they are all doing their job pretty fast. I have 4 soldiers already and more are being made as well. We can make 1 more after this one, which make a total of 6, and I believe that's more than enough for the moment. But the more skilled they are, the faster they can make something. If they are not very skilled, it can take some tries to make it. For example, this bar goes to 100. And if he is failing on making it, then it goes back to 0 and it tries it again and again and again until they get it. So they need to skill up. And to skill up, they need to do the job a lot. Only normal workers can skill up. The pig, for example, cannot skill up his skill for transport or power generation. It's sad, but it works that way. So, now I have 6 more units. Let's see if I can capture the other area over here. Soldiers, move out! Move, move, move. And attack! There we go. 1 down. 2 down. Area cleared. Good! Woohoo! Oh, the spiders are attacking me from that terrain. However, because they are attacking a big squad, the area gets cleared pretty fast. So let me just clear this one as well, since they are still here. Why not? Oh, it's going pretty fast and easy then. Now that's clear. I can move them backwards. Good. Now I can make a thing over here and over here as well. See how that one ends up. There is another pigoo. Recruit. Yay! Secondary pig. I have another pig. Yay! Okay, it sounds weird, but I have another pig. Yay! Now I have 2 pigs. I have 2 pigs wandering around and gathering items for me. Yay! Look, how lovely. Now he has a friend. The pig is wandering. This is the new one. The new pig. He's going home, and that means that he has a home now. So he's happier now. Because he has a friend, so his socializing is going to increase as well. And that's very nice for the pig. Okay, it almost sounds like I'm obsessed with pigs. Well, they are nice animals. Most people say that they are ugly or filthy or anything like that. But normal way, they are more clean than we are as humans. It's weird, but they clean themselves in the mud like we shower underwater. And they are very caring for their child as soon as they have their child. And we do the same thing. So they are like us, but they also are separate from us. So they are not filthy in the way we think they are filthy. They are very clean. So that's a nice information that most people might like. I have too much to do, too little people. I need depots for that one. Like I think I can better place that one first. Yeah, I can better do that one first. I need space, and if I have the space, then I can do the things. Yeah, it's hard to explain, but as soon as I have enough space, I can extend it, that I have some automation farms going on here. And I want to put greenhouses directly. They are less efficient than the open one, but the greenhouses can grow everything, anywhere. While the normal ones depend on the terrain where you build it on. So if I do the green one, it can only grow crops that are growable, like on this one, like strawberry, flower, tomatoes and wheat. Normally cotton can only grow on desert oases and dry soil, while sorghum and such use fertile lava in order to grow tea and sorghum. And the greenhouse basically removes the requirement for terrain, so that you can make it more easy. They are also cleaning up the ores now, and that's thank God they are doing that. They are cleaning up pretty fast, I must say, that one. I have a lot of wood. They are working on wood things at the same time. The wheat is going into this storage bins farm for the same things. It's cleaned up over here. There are no more weird items laying around. They have just removed the pyramid. Somebody is getting another clay one. Are there more piggies running around? Those are almost free workers. And those treasure chests give random rewards. However, those can be sold directly and you gain money from those. So I think it's fine that we remove some of those chests. A lot of free stuff is free stuff, and well, I'm gonna remove the storage over here and I'm gonna make a bigger storage for those minerals over here. And I'm gonna set this one to store up all those specialized minerals. And then I can, if I'm correct, also make a storage for the other ores. Like over here for now. No, not there. Let me just create a storage over here. Some bigger ones that allow us to store those orange and, yeah, well, let me take a look on what this name is. Bornite ore and carbonite ore. Sounds weird, but those two ores can be used to grind up to all those powders. Basically, they first go into crushed carbonate and crushed bornite, and they can be split into multiple other items, like the green ore, the red ore, the blue ore, and the orange ore. That's somewhere else in the GUI. But once they are separated, you can combine them with an ignite. In this case, I can make a malachite with crushed vanadium, and charcoal. And I can make rose gold using gold, crushed limonite and charcoal. And steel is using vanadium and iron as well. So basically the green ones are quicker to make, but lower in value. And the other ones are more easy to make, but higher in value. All the way around. Higher work, higher pay. So that's basically how that one works. I will let them clean up this area a little bit. And then directly delete all this. I do not want these rocks over here. Oh. No. We're not gonna dig up that one yet. I need the storage for those power shards. Why not here? Sounds weird, but give me that power. Those power crystals are for the next coming updates, I believe. They will sooner or later be used for something. I have no clue. I have seriously no clue. I have no clue on what they are doing at the moment or what they will do. So I will need to wait until the developer brings out that update in order to do that thing. It's quiet in the chat. Is there anyone left that wants to say anything? Well, expanded our territory. Somebody completed one of my things. Ah, yeah, this one there. Yep. This is all new area claimed. So we have now access to the stone vein, where we can gather unlimited stone. However, I want to prepare myself for those things before I continue with those. So I'm waiting. I want to make some greenhouses. These are the greenhouses. They look pretty small, but I can make them on a row. And I want to have it with a depot, so a Zeppelin depot with it. And there are a lot of things that I need to find with those greenhouses. I can also make an automated growth over here if I want to. However, I cannot connect the storage to it, and that is one of the minimum requirements. So I'm looking at this one, like putting it somewhere around here with a stockpile next to it, and then move the items with a Zeppelin depot as well. Well, if I place it down here and place down a Zeppelin depot next to it with a inserter, it's called, then it will start stockpiling up the wood that it generates in this farm into this stockpile, and then the Zeppelins will move then to here where I'm gonna make a stockpile as well, so that they have two locations where they can put those things. So let me just remove 3 by 3 here and 3 by 3 here. So they are still here, however not as big as they were before. Although I think that the station is more than enough here. So this one goes there, into there, and they store wood. This one will store stone and will also go in those two. And that way, wood can be stored on it by manual or delivery by the Zeppelins, but not by automation. So this is more easy and cheap to make than this one, because this is a depot. A depot is automatically stacking up the wood it finds. And then when it finds the wood, it stacks it up until it can be used or transported to the location where they want it to be. It's a current mess, but as soon as this build is done, well, they are currently constructing it, so that's a good thing to know. But as it's done constructing, they can use this one as well as storage, so they can move the logs back into place. But they are very busy removing all the dirt. The earth. They're removing the earth. Let me take a look. So I want a row of these things next to each other. And then I want a row of these things, those depots. And then I'm gonna select strawberry for this one, cotton for this one, flour for this one, sorghum, tea, and tomato, and then I need wheat left. The only thing left is wheat. Well, I have a little bit more space, however I need to clean out these trees in order to do so. And these are those greenhouses, and they need better tools in order to do something like that. So I'm gonna give it the upgrade command, so they are gonna upgrade the workshop as soon as they have the ores for it. And when it's upgraded, it can start using the iron ore in order to do those things we need. Well, as long as we are working very hard and have not enough charcoal, for example, they will not do anything. So this is charcoal, and I'm gonna tell my import system to, yeah, well, you can see it here. It just bought a lot of charcoal for 10 a piece. So it's a pretty expensive, but it quickens the way that we are working at the moment. And if there is charcoal, they can start moving and making ignites to be used with the other stuff. So I will do it one more go. I believe that should be enough. Well, I think it already has maxed out, so I just purchased a full plot of charcoal using my cash, so it lowered down. And that way this can now be used again in order to craft new, for example, bricks, as well as the ignits in these ones. It's just a matter of time before one of my workers can start doing it. They are doing their things. They are almost done completely with digging out the area, so I do not see any problem. And then I can put this one in place. That's for the wheat. And then I put this one next to it. And then this one will be wheat. There we go. Now we have all types in farm way. And if I want to, I can do the other way around on this side if I want to double production. The only thing left are those arms. So those inserters, as they call it. And it's easily accessible, so they can go on both sides to make those buildings. Well, we're pretty much done with those things. The wood we have in stock, see, they are now using the stockpile for it. We just need a lot of stone, so I'm gonna take a look on where we have some stone. Well, this is stone, that's stone. That's also stone. Remove those old thingy things, they also contain stone. Stone here. And if you remove all those things, there are a lot of stone that's coming up from it. And it will allow us to do those things correctly. Well, they are currently moving things around a lot. There's the orange one. And for now I can also use the rubble as well in that storage. So they are now moving the items around from one place to the other until it's completely done. And then as soon as they have the materials to make one of these, they are starting to make one of these. So yeah, it's very nice. They are just digging around a lot, getting the stone from the new places. I really need to increase the stuff out here as well. So that we have a little bit more space to stockpile all the ores. And if I have the chance, I will put it on here so that they will move items to the original stockpile as soon as there is space for it. Hey, somebody increases the limit. Siegfried reached farm and grove of work level 6. So he increases his skill into the category. So they move faster and do their job faster. Just gonna cut down those food piles. A little bit of flowers. There we go. Well, it's working flawlessly at the moment. It's going. And while they are going, I'm gonna get a drink for a moment. I will be right back into the stream. Hopefully I will see you in a moment back when I get back. So, be right back. So, I'm back again. There we go. Sorry for the delay. Let's get going again. It's such a very high temperature here that it is so hot. Seriously, I need to drink a lot, otherwise I will dry out, so... It's a lot of heat. Anyways, I will not leave you guys. I will still keep on streaming and hopefully doing it on the right way, like everybody likes. So that's a good thing to do, right? So, whoa! My screen is doing weird things at the moment. What is... Did I just do it? Oh, no. Whoa, I am back. My mouth was out of the screen on a weird occasion. That's the only thing that's a bit weird of this game. As soon as you exit out of the window, the game is still tracking the mouse. So it's still trying to move the mouse, although it's not on there. So yeah, that's the only thing I can find that's a bit annoying. However, it can also be because I'm running it in full screen mode, so yeah, that can be the problem. So, I still do not have any lost frames, so I think I have the right quality here for the game that we are playing, especially. Hey, there is a lost human over there. What if I enlarge you to there? Enlarge you to there, so that we have more place for those things. And since this is still full and still connected, hopefully they start smelting the ores soon. We can only see when it's there. Look at that. A lot of loot around here. Well, I can sell them, but I think my people are more busy with other things currently. They are still moving a lot of other stuff around, so... Let them move their stuff. They are also moving a lot of stone around, so that my workshops can do more things with it. So that's very nice to... Oh, it's storm. Storm is starting again. Seriously have problems with food. However, I set these ones to make everything. These ones are locked into place on there, yes. So hopefully they will soon start making more bread and other stuff as well. But for that we need more villagers as well. There is a method. If you have claimed the entire island, there is no more way to get more villagers. However, there is a tool in-game where I can place down more villagers. However, I can really ruin myself using that system. They are farming though, so it's growing and they are moving pretty fast to get the food going. The only thing that I find weird is that some animals are wild but not tameable, and the piggies are tameable. So I still need to learn why I can tame half of the yeah, well, only piggies. Well, I do like the piggies though. I really like those, so that's a good thing. He's watering. It's very good. Flowers are also growing. Flower storage is full, tea storage is going. They are making more drinks. They have the space to do something like that. There are hammers now. And I'm gonna increase the priority to make ingots. So now I'm gonna force them to make the ingots. Because we really need those ingots to make them work. We really need them to do something like that. As you can see here, they are now moving the iron to it and charcoal, and they are melting down in order to create some iron. Iron gets stored in here and used up by other factories around the area. Oh, no, not this one. This one needs to go there. Iron is used for a lot of things, and copper as well. If you have 2 copper and 1 iron, for example, they make a machine part, which is practically using in every automated item. We have, for example, these ones. They need the, if I'm correct, they need the refined wooden parts. And refined wooden parts are expensive. They require wooden parts and machine parts, and both combined make a refined wooden part. Those are really hurtful to make. They are very expensive to make, basically annoying. So I'm gonna make a little bit of robots currently, and I'm trying to get them to make some defense, so we can claim a little bit more terrain to work with, in order to get more villagers. Not to claim more, but to get more villagers as well. Because if we do not do anything, there is a guy on the left here in this terrain, like here, walking around. And there are multiple other locations where villagers are waiting to be freed. For example, this area over here, as you can see, there is only a dude standing here and waiting to be saved. And here's another dude. And if we find more of those villagers, we can get faster production and such going. So I'm thinking of moving to this terrain, because if I kill all those slimes and get the terrain free, then we have at least 2 more villagers, maybe 3 even. So hopefully with about 6 of those bots it would be enough. Well, my people are working on the same time to get new parts in place on storage. 60, 70, 80, 90. Well, it's making the 5th one. And there is another dude possibly on the way already to make another one. Yeah, there's another one on the way. There he goes. He needs food, but he is still gonna work even though he has no food. We are trying to make food though. I have no idea why they aren't doing the thing that I request them to do. And now it's gonna stop. This is the last one that I requested. And bloop. Come on. Yep, there it is. And now all my units need to move to this area over here. So let's get to war again. Soldiers on the move. They're all perfectly marching in a line. Oh, now they are going out of line. The sheep was in the way. The sheep was in the way. We could not move forward because the sheep was annoying. Now, those are a lot of slimes. Oh my goodness. Well, we are grinding. Whoa! We are grinding, people. We are grinding. There's 1 left. Oh, there's 2 left. 2 left, and we have a lot of new villagers, so... Seriously, what are you guys doing? Move and kill. Dang it. Can't you guys just... There we go. Now this whole area over here is now free for me to claim out, so... Let me just place down some new things, so that we can claim these areas as well. And let's just move my units directly towards the front line, towards this area over here, because I see a villager sitting down here. And if we can capture this area as well, we can also capture the villager. And while I'm looking, I can see that I really need more housing. I have 21 colonists, and oh, I do not need more housing. There is a tree area over here. Oh. That's better. Now they are moving to the next area. They are grinding. They are really killing a lot of those annoying spiders. And so we claimed a lot more terrain now. So now they are moving into the next area, where I can see there is a dude. See, there's a dude running down. There's a dude in this area as well. Oh, this is it. This is it. This is the end. The end of our team. They're gone. Sorry, dude. You need a little bit longer in order to get me back here. Anyways, we got a lot of new villagers. Let me take a look. We have one less than the max amount we can house. So. And I do not want to use too much space in order to do those things. I'm gonna disable these ones and turn them to iron and put them back into these ones and then lower this one to iron instead of stone. And if I'm correct, if I do this one over here, set it to import, and then for example enable the stone tools, they should start cleaning up their stone tools from everywhere. And basically remove the old tools, and then when there are enough items, they are gonna start making new tools. So in this case, I'm trying to combine those. Yep. Now, if I'm correct, they can take the items from different locations and make iron tools from them. And iron tools are more handy than you should ever think. Let me see. Copper, we have so much copper. There's another wood. We have more than enough wood. We now have more than enough stone. So that's very nice to know that we are in stock with all those items. They are making a lot of things except for the thing that I want them to make. So I'm gonna buy another load of charcoal in order to continue on the smelting process. There it is. Another load of charcoal. Each charcoal is basically one melt for the iron or the copper or the gold, or even bricks. They all use the charcoal for it. So that's where it basically goes everywhere. It needs a lot in order to work it out. And so that's the whole reason why I keep on working all my way to the top. Because over here, I don't know if you noticed, these carbonized trees are basically the only thing I can get to mine charcoal. And the only other way that I have is over here with these two farms. And possibly over here in this green area over here, I'm gonna make a charcoal farm with a charcoal storage. But that's something for later on. I want to try to improve. Oh, they have made one of these depots. Flower patches. This is done flower storage. This one may be nothing and just flowers. This one is making flowers. So we can program them in slowly. So for example, this is strawberry. I'm disabling the hook from getting anything else than strawberry. Normally it's not needed for this one because it only gets it out over here. But for my own being, I normally always do it like that. Cotton. Nothing. And then just cotton. This one is already set up. Then we have this one. This is sorghum. Sorghum is this one. Clear it out. Sorghum. This one is tea, I believe. Yep, tea. Tea here. Nothing. Tea. There we go. You have tomatoes. Put those tomatoes here. There we go. And this one was the wheat one, so I'm gonna select nothing and then I select wheat. And then nothing and wheat. Where's the wheat? There's. So now they are programmed in, so they only allow what I want them to allow. And then for this one, for example, it will be logs. And I will disable this one and set it to logs as well. This automated grove is basically the same as this grove that I built earlier over here, which is manually. My people are gonna cut down those trees as soon as we need wood, and there is no wood on the map. So they cut down those trees, and when they are cut down, they replant them. And that's basically the same thing that the automated grow is doing. But this one works with a crane that does everything for the villagers, so they do not need to do it themselves. I'm talking way too fast. I'm terribly sorry about that one. So I'm gonna try to claim more terrain here. Since I cleared out the enemies, hopefully it will allow me to get a little bit of these trees going, because they are charcoal basically, and we need a lot of charcoal in order to smelt more ignites, in order to get our advanced workshop working, the metal workshop, and getting metal tools as well. Those metal tools are very important. Without them, they will not build those advanced farms and such. And that's where I'm getting stuck, basically. The wooden planks are going out way faster than I want them to, because they are used for practically everything. So, oh, we also have some gold ignites now. And this is the gold ore storage. So my people are wandering around and making. Oh, they are now making this outpost. Hopefully, it covers the terrain. And now I can say, cut down those carbonized trees and everything around it. And I will disable this one. This is a bug, by the way, in the game. It looks neat, but it's floating above the lava. And if you select it to be mined, they will endlessly try to mine it instead of skipping it because they cannot reach it. So it will slow down the thinking habits of your people. Never do that. Anyways, they are now cutting, and you can see a lot of charcoal is laying on the ground. And the same thing I can do for these plants over here that are within the range at least. There's another treasure chest. This one is just around outside my claim. Well, you can always try making a lot of claim bonfires in order to claim a lot of land at once, but it's not always easy to do. If you do claim too much at the same time, there are some things laying down already on terrain that you capture. So your people are running around like crazy, man, to get all those items around. And yes, you can alter what your people are doing. For example, I have some haulers here that are very good skilled in those three types of things. And those I found, those people. So they are not selected yet on what they are doing. So why not just do it directly? This one is a very skilled one. So sometimes it's pretty annoying that it doesn't automatically select it. You can do this one to auto assign, but I have never made it to work correctly. Many times I'm altering it myself because it simply does not automatically select it correctly, only if it's above a certain threshold. So yeah, many of them do haul, but many of them don't do the job that I want them to do. Like, for example, creating more planks and more things with the basic workshops. Because if we do not use the basic workshops, we cannot use this one. So basically the whole chain stops. And we do not want them to stop. So they are currently making bricks from the clay we have. They are melting currently copper ignites. So they are melting a lot of things, and this one is standing still. But if I increase the priority to 5, they will start prioritizing over the rest. So as you can see, there is a dude running towards it and directly going to craft, in this case, an iron pickaxe. So hopefully they will move fast, and hopefully this dude over that works over there normally will make the iron bank soon enough. This dude is not experienced with crafting those things. What level does he have? 6. Well, he is not very handy in making iron pickaxes then. I have no idea how that one works. He is pretty high skilled, I must say, that one. But weird enough, it's not good enough. Anyways, he made a pickaxe, so as soon as somebody needs... Yeah, she has a pickaxe now. And so this one will now make an iron shovel, and it keeps on going like that as long as this one also will get its jobs working. So yeah, I now increase the priority in this one as well, and that way they are going to move faster and get the iron banks made and the other things that it still needs. And the iron banks are used by the tools, so that's very good that they make them first. And since they are using the iron ingots, there are more places they can store iron ingots again. I can see that my territory is extended now. Clear this one out. Just remove all those things. This chest may be empty out. This one can be cut down. These one may be cut down. No, I cannot remove those two. This is still enemy territory. Yep. This chest may be captured. These two may be removed. There we go. Quick and easy solutions for cleaning up the area around it. And let's start going. Oh, they make a new depot. Good. More depots, the better. Same for here. They have 2 depots over here and they are working flawlessly. It's just a question how long it will take in order for them to complete the jobs. It's funny because they are still working very hard continuously, but the items get directly used. And that makes it a little bit funnier. So there are no charcoal left. In that case, call the shop. Let's buy some more charcoal. Charcoal! I need some charcoal. Can you buy some charcoal at the ship? And we have a ship full of charcoal, please. Yay! We have charcoal. They are moving charcoal. And we are almost out of money because of the charcoal. So why not change this setting a little bit? Well, this can be stay there. Let me just do the ignites and then move these ignites to here. Now, if I'm correct, they start moving the expensive ignites from this one to this one. And then when they are here, I'm gonna cut the connection and ignore these ones. And then move the items from here back to the shop. So I'm gonna export them. But leave those other ore thingy things still there. And this will need still better tools. Well, sooner or later they have this place for better tools. So. They are still working on it, so hopefully the iron hammer will soon be made. I've set them all 3 because we still need all 3 of them to be made, so... There are so many things. There's a chest here, there's a chest here. There are 2 chests over here. This is a whole vacation area with a lot of chests and presents, which also includes some loot. So... What's that? A horse. Okay. A horse, some ostrich, sheep. And there's just one area that we still need to capture. So in this case, enable this one to max priority. Let's just make a few robots and invade the territory to finish off the claiming of the areas. It's very fun to do something like that, you know? Claiming the areas. They are making a lot of robots, though. They have now made already like 20 or 30 of them, and they all got killed in battle eventually. So it's not an easy challenge. However, I think that if you have 20 of them, you can easily get the whole map with them at once. However, they are working on changing the mechanics so that you keep needing those combat robots sooner or later, because those spawn areas for slimes and such are here, like this one. Or the other one in the hot area, so this one. Those nests will cause troubles if they come out. I think they are gonna use that one to have more combat capabilities in the game. I'm not entirely sure, but at least it does what it needs to do. They are seriously still doing it ages. in order to get just a few robots. I want 4 of them, so I'm gonna... Oh, it makes a 5th one. But I have stopped it now, so... This is the final one you may make, my friend. Otherwise we are losing too much machine parts. Are we out of iron? We are seriously out of iron. In that case... Take up 2 diodes. Is he still working on a single robot? Oh, there we go. There we go. And now send my army to the border. Let's take a look on if we can beat those spiders away from our island. I do not want any more enemy. No, I do not want any more enemy. There we go. Invade! Kill those spiders! Well, we at least freed one person. And then another person will be freed in a moment. There we go. And we are clear. No more enemies around this place. Anywhere. And if those 2 points are done building, then we have the whole island for ourselves to make a big factory from all the things we have. And that means that we are now at max limit for the amount of people. However, we're missing homes for the new people. And the question is where I'm gonna place those buildings. Because I do not want to place them in a place where I want to build. I can make one here and one here. That way we have 2 more homes. You do not need a path to a home. However, it's always handy to have one. I can always do, like, for example, this one. Fill that one up. Fill this one up. And now I can make a road over here. That goes to the corner. To the other house as well. And now they have access with the roads to their home. So we are working pretty fast. We are also producing food, I can see. And when those homes are done, we also have a roof above their heads. They are now also building those things. Let me just cut down those other things that are providing me for charcoal. That way we do not have to purchase more charcoal. There's a chest down here. I also selected the chest. Now this area is claimed as well. Oh, there is a part over here. Is it a normal part or what is this? Oh, that's a refined wooden part and free of charge. Very nice. Now they are working pretty fast, I must say. They have already made 2 inserters over here. And they are working faster than before, so. Workshop is idle, I know. I can, however, set this one to be dug. So that we can start making the other area, the charcoal factory. Sooner or later. So it needs to be cleared out anyway, so. We are producing iron still, yes? No, we do not have iron yet. Here are some iron vines. Here's an iron vine, there's an iron vine. Did I see copper vine? There's one. One copper vine. Oh, it's at least something. This is iron. So if I dig this one out, this is all should be iron over here. You can click on the rock and you can see when something is in here. This is all iron. And gold, by the way. See also some gold. So if they dig that down and out, then it will generate some more. Oh, he is making machine parts. That's nice. Machine parts are expensive, but they do provide you with automation possibilities. So it's a good thing that they are there. So I recommend anyone who is using this game try to keep areas 3x3 free, so you can at least place a landing pad for your airships. But since I do not have any locations yet for the airships, no location that I need, then this is the only way I'm doing things. I'm soon gonna make a little bit of an area where I can place a lot of those factories down, and those factories will provide me with the necessary airships to do my job. So in this case, these are the airship factories. There's also 3x3, like most of the buildings, and I really need an area where I can put them down without them being in the way. There are some places where I can build those things, but I do not want them to be in the way. And since I want the green area to be the area where I make wooden planks and charcoal, those two things will be produced here. That's important that I keep the area clear of other things. I know that's just a lot to have around here, but yeah, well, it's the basic thing we need. If we do not have enough of those green areas, then we need to follow up on those white areas and those sandy areas. But here on the red area, I can almost not place any wooden farms or something like that. Only on this darker areas I can place those farms. So I cannot do the wooden things over there. However, I can do them here. So hopefully that is exactly what we are gonna do. There's a lot of clay down there. Hey, Piggy is walking around. Yay! Oh, he's not happy. He's hungry. I understand you are hungry, but I cannot do anything about it. I already increased priority on the building. More parts. Nice. Well, he is doing his job, that guy. Everybody wants food, so that's where everyone has problems. Not a bit weird, but I increased already the priority on the bakeries. So I still find it weird that they are not doing anything yet. So it can take some time in order for them to do anything within that area. And they still have some jobs over here, so maybe that's the whole issue. Or it's the water. Yeah, I think more it's the water. There's no water coming into these... Ah, yeah, there they go. So I can lower these ones again. The priority is in the water. Because they do not have water, they do not make any food. And that's not good. If they do not make food, they get hungry. And they get angry because they are hungry. That way they are not doing anything. Well, they are making water now. They are filling the area. Oh, another building is done. Let me just place some depot entries. You need these entries in order for inserters or other factory items to put items into the field, but it only requires if you have an inserter putting things in there. If you take a look at these ones, I can place hoppers in these as well. However, it doesn't matter because they are not being used. Hoppers are only used for the factory related stuff and not for the manual related stuff. Well, they are done over there, so they should be doing more over here. Aren't they? This one is providing water now to these ones. Sooner or later they will start making food. I have no more stone. However, there's a lot of stone laying around everywhere. And there are a lot of things to be moved, so I think they are busy with those things. Let me take a look. How much housing do I have? 28. And I have 28 colonists. What? No. Huh? I have 32 housing. And 4 for animals, which makes 36. Okay. And I have 28 normal people and 2 animals that are working for me. Good. Very good. There we go. They are doing their things. They are collecting the ores. They are collecting the stone. Putting it in the right spot. And they have already made 3 of those. As soon as they make more tools, then it should be more easy. But since they are not making a lot of iron, that's the whole issue currently. However, if things get full, then that job will get cancelled, so they end up having more jobs available. And since I'm preparing for more things, I can readily add this one and add a zeppelin station over here and then a zeppelin station into there. And I want you to be able to store cotton. That way any cotton get produced over here will get brought over here using the zeppelin system. And I can remove these 3. Oh, I removed too much. Whoops, my bad. And place down zeppelin stations over here. 1, 2, 3. This is then for the tomatoes. This one is for strawberries. And this one is for the wheat. And now they are being made as soon as they cleared out the land and they can be used again. So in this case I can that way, and now I can connect them all again. So basically these are manual storage areas because they do not have a crane, and this one are with a crane and they will automatically stack items on top of each other and such. However, these cannot be upgraded, so they use a single layer so that the balloons can get a single layer. If you take a look at the bigger storage areas, the depots, they are 5 by 5, so they have a lot more storage. Beside the fact that they will, for sure, be upgradable where they can do more things. They're almost done with making the water there, so that job is almost done. This is still open, and I will allow them to use those things as well. They are crafting like maniacs over here. Crafting those planks, crafting the tools. This one is now full as well. So they make where they have the space for. If the space is out of business basically, and they do not have it. Let me see. Are you still on Discord after the stream? I'm still on Discord, I think. Yep, I will stay on Discord for a moment after the stream. Catching up on some things later on. Sure. Sorry for the delay though. I didn't see your message come in. There we go. Yeah, I'm still on the stream later on. No worries, coffee met kebab. The water is a calming sound. Thanks for watching, by the way, Coffee Met Kebab. It's nice to have you on the stream. So, all my units are still moving the clay around and other items. And they are farming, they are collecting, and they are building at the same time. How funny is that? They are all running around like maniacs, making planks, making other items, basically doing everything they can. However, I do find out that I do not like the way that they are not smelting anything, because we are way out of the charcoal again. Why aren't they making charcoal? Because we do not have planks. Planks will come later. I can purchase charcoal. So I did. Now they have charcoal on the way. Hopefully that will help. We use all the charcoal has been used up. I will keep it there, and then this one, like I said before, I'm gonna... What is this thing doing? This shouldn't go in there. This one, however, will be unlocked. This one will be put onto there, so I can also sell some highly expensive minerals in order to get some money back to pay for more charcoal to make more minerals. And sooner or later I have enough minerals to make a factory to make charcoal automatically. Very good. So, I think it's slowly about time that I'm gonna end up the stream. I'm already streaming for over 2 hours and 30 minutes, so... Long stream today. Oh! That's a... That's a nice mark. We have victory on the island. Yay! Nah. When you play a custom game, you always get a money goal, and if you have reached the money goal, it basically ends your victory, but you do not need to do that. I can click resume playing, and it's basically keep on going. Thank you for the donation, Street Fighter. Once again. So, yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming to the channel as soon as the stream is done. So, I think that's it for this stream at the moment. I will stream soon enough again, and I will surely take any suggestions people have. Just leave them down in the chat or leave them down at my Discord. Information of those are on the channel's information pages. You can also find more information on my servers on my website bitcubes.eu or my software development website mcgsoft.eu. So, this is a long stream, the longest one yet currently. It's a long time that I did a streaming before, and then the time was always 1 hour or 1.5. I'm now 2.5 hours in it. And so I really like... yep, thank you for the link, Street Fighter. So, thank you all for joining me in this live stream, and hopefully I will see you all in the next live stream, because I really love your being over here. So, let me just save this game for the next time, like what I'm gonna call it, stream game. And so we can continue on this factory the next time that we are playing this game on stream again. So once again, I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Good luck!